Okay, germs, worms, friends, and neighbors. We're back at you with part two on aliens. Now, with our federal government, our so-called people that look out for our safety and our well-being and tell us everything, right? How come they never do tell us everything on the alien conspiracy shit? That was the first time I saw that video. I'm glad my sister caught it. I never saw it. So they weren't going. And this is how many years after it happened? 20
20,
years. 20
20,
years after.
20
So
years after it happened.
we're getting this. It's kind of we're coming late to the dinner party here. So we're getting the scraps. It's already over, done with, and they've already gone back and told their civilization that these fuckers out here ain't got a hoot and a holler chance of ever doing nothing with us. So we're just going to leave them alone because it's like watching a bunch of sloths cross the highway.
That's you could be you could be so right. Uh, the interesting thing about that video I find interesting is that everybody and their uncle has tried to debunk it
Yeah,
and they
they
can't.
can.
And the beautiful thing about it is it wasn't taken by Kelly or Mike,
Or our
some
neighbor or anybody
civilian.
else.
It was taken by the military during
Yeah,
military exercises with their with their most high-tech equipment that they have.
yeah, which is
And
far greater than what I got.
yeah, so everything that, and it was taken by like, first-rate pilots
Yeah,
and first-rate, I mean, so how
figure.
do you say it's a weather balloon? Hello?
I've never seen a weather balloon able to outrun an F-18.
I
Not
know.
yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
I mean, this is not 1949 anymore. Come on.
Yeah, we're
And
not in Roswell here, boys and
we're
girls.
not in
We're out in the fuck
Roswell.
over the Pacific Ocean. What the fuck?
And I'm positive that Roswell actually had a alien crash in 1949 that the government said, "Oh no, no."
Covered it up.
Yeah, they covered it up completely.
Oh,
And I'm positive that that happens regularly. And that's probably why we have these cell phones.
yeah, and a
You know,
lot of other fucking
if you think
gadgets.
about our technological advances in the last 50 years,
Oh God,
yeah, oh
that's a
God.
lot. Oh
And
my
what
God.
other technological advances are we going to see?
Hopefully more, because I like my iPhone.
I do, I
But
like my iPhone also. However, the that's what that was my biggest, it's a computer, a handheld computer.
pretty much.
We call it a phone because I can call you on it. But it is
Oh
a
shit.
computer that we can carry around in our hands.
This son of a bitch will protect. It will connect you with anything and everything on this planet. This
Exactly.
phone. And
Exactly.
you can look at it while you're shopping. You put it on the fucking talk the video part, and you can if they've got an iPhone, you're going to see just what the fuck they're selling.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a computer. It's a
And
nice one too.
if we think about whenever they went to the moon, which I even have questions about that, um, the reason why I'm questioning the whole fact that we supposedly went to the moon is because whenever what's his face jumped off of the, was supposedly the first man on the moon, who was taking that video?
That was that gray fucker that they met on the moon. The man in the moon. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that they used Hollywood to try to beat the Russians to the moon. That's my honest opinion. But that's just my opinion because all of a sudden now, however many years later it's been, now they're Russian are trying to get to the moon again. Why now? What's going on?
Fuck the moon. Everybody wants to go to Mars now.
Well, no, now they're really interested in the moon
What the
again.
fuck's in the moon besides dirt?
And
Now they're saying too the moon is older than what they thought it was.
It was probably, I want to say about 10 years ago. Remember whenever they sent all those missiles up to the moon?
For what? No, I don't remember that. For
They
what purpose?
they sent these missiles to the moon to explode on the moon so they could see if whenever the debris flew
Oh,
out,
to make a crater or whatever.
to see if there was water vapor that would
Um,
that would be created.
spray out.
So yes, they said, yes, there is water vapor. So now we might be able to put a colony on the moon. However, there's a lot of people who say that after that happened, the moon rang like a bell.
Eh,
Yeah. So, there,
so maybe it's like the movie Moonfall,
maybe.
where it's a fucking satellite from an alien civil our ancestors that moved on, and they made them that metal fucking satellite to go look for other people like us.
Well, the Hopis, the native Hopi Indians, they have a legend of
Oh,
what the world was like before the moon came.
oh, really?
Think about
Oh,
that.
wow, now that'd
And then
be,
for our moon to be, if we think about our moon, it is the perfect size
yeah, it
for
is.
tidal lock. It is a perfect size for total eclipses.
Yeah,
And if we look at all the other moons in the whole galaxy, why is ours so perfect and
and
none of
everybody
the
else
others
ain't.
are?
Yeah, ours is too, and it's at the right distance, and it goes at the right speed. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all whoever did it. I'm all for it. Buy him a cup of coffee.
I invite him over to Mike's house.
Yeah,
We can have some fudge.
come have coffee with me. Then we'll talk about it.
Crispy Royals.
But now, with all this aliens that are out there that are going around and doing whatever they're doing, we don't know. But our friends and neighbors out there now, if you know of something or have something to share, please leave something in our comment section because we would like to know and we would like to share it with everybody else.
Yes, we would. We could have a part 3.
Yes, indeed.
Full
And if you
disclosure.
know an alien, send him to my house. I would love to pick his brain and have coffee with him. I'll put up the barbecue. We'll fucking barbecue burgers or maybe a tofu or whatever the fuck he wants. I don't care. I'd sure like to fucking meet him.
Um, you heard him. Go to Mike's house.
Go to Mike's house. I got the best coffee around.
That I agree. You do have good coffee. So yeah, if we think about all the things that, because um, there's a missing link in
Oh
our
yeah.
DNA. A lot of people are saying that the missing link is the fact that the aliens are, genetically modified our ancestors, which would not
I,
surprise me a bit.
no. Who can argue that point? Nobody's been back there.
No, and what made us jump from primates to homino, to humans? Who knows? I don't know. I wasn't
I
there.
don't know.
And if I was, it wasn't me doing the DNA
Now me either.
modifications.
I would sure like to know, but I don't think we're ever going to know unless some of them aliens like to come down to Earth and give open up a nice, go to a fucking college or something and have a bullshit session. Everybody come on in, get a ticket or whatever, and we'll
Well,
talk about the past.
there is a gentleman called Louis. His name is Louis Alessandro. He was at one time a soldier in the military. He was special forces, and he served our country multiple times and
Yeah.
multiple items that the government has the military doing. And anyway, his career moved him up the ladder. And he became the director of ATIP, which is like the aerial, investigating aliens.
Ah,
And he became the director. And he, of course, whenever you're the director, you have like high clearance and you
yeah,
sign,
access to just about everything.
yeah, and you sign a lot of non-disclosure agreements and blah, blah, blah. Well, he went in front of the Pentagon and he said, the public needs to know what's going on. And the government was like, no, we're not disclosing. We're not disclosing. We're not disclosing. And he's like, no, you don't understand. The public needs to know. So he resigned from his position. And now he has made it his
Duty.
yeah, it's his mission to help
Ooh,
the public learn
under,
what is going on. However, he doesn't want to lose his security clearance, so he won't disclose. He can't disclose. But anything that he sees going forward, he can say, hey, look over here. Hey, look over there. This is happening now, right?
ah,
Um, so if you have a chance, his name is Luis Elizondo. It's Elizondo. And so if you research him, there's millions of videos out there where he's talking. And he also does some where he's searching for video for his own proof to prove
ah,
to the citizens because the government's not forthcoming, and he makes it very clear that they're not forthcoming.
I believe that. I believe they're hiding all sorts of shit in their back pocket.
Well, I think that what they're doing is they're taking the technology that
Oh
is
yeah,
easily given
and
to,
and they reverse engineer it.
they reverse engineer it and they're using it and they're leaking it, trickling it to the citizens,
Yeah,
like the iPhone or you know those kind of things. Not necessarily
them
iPhone,
dirty fuckers, huh?
those handheld computers.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's so much more going on that we are unaware of. And if you think about it, I mean, I don't want to throw his name out there, but ex-President Trump, whenever he was in
the first time.
the first time, he created Space Force, which is another branch of the military. Why? What did he become privy to that we don't know? And why would he make that?
Beats the fuck out of me.
So it's just, they're just things that make you scratch your head and go, the
What the
hell is
fuck?
going on?
Yeah.
And then whenever we seen that UFO and then it blinked out and it was like,
Yeah,
okay,
all of a sudden it was good there. It was there and then it wasn't.
it was there and then it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so who knows? They might have reversed engineered that fucking spacecraft from Roswell. We don't know. And they're out there having a good time, shitting on everybody and going, ha ha, you don't know us.
it's
What,
time to
buddy?
say goodbye.
We just got on.
It's time to say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Sorry. We, well, shit.
Hold on.
Are you fibbing to me again?